I know it's been a long week, but we're almost there. Thanks for tuning in tonight. As you know, the reason we're here right now, the Kansas City Chiefs aim to run it back Sunday night, facing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Super Bowl 55. I have a lot to get to, but we're going to start with the actual game. Kansas City's aiming for its third Super Bowl title, while Tampa is looking for number 2 and their first since 2002. Now, we've talked all week about Mahomes versus Brady, and honestly, we're going to do more of that in just a second. But Mahomes against the Buccaneers defense, also going to be entertaining. This Bucs defense was 4th in the league in sacks and 1st in the league against the run in the regular season. Now, that Tampa defense is led by the best linebacking duo in the league, in Lavonte David and Devin White.
I think the best thing that both of those guys do is they can defend the run just as well as they defend the pass. To have a lot of linebackers with that much speed, and then have to be able to get in the run game and be able to pop and throw their body around and make stops. It's a special group of guys. So they're definitely someone that I have to pay attention to every single play, because they seem like they just make plays every single game.
Now, it is Chiefs against Buccaneers, but the story of this game, no doubt, these two quarterbacks. Sunday's game features Patrick Mahomes for Kansas City and Tom Brady for Tampa Bay. This is going to be the first ever meeting in the Super Bowl between two quarterbacks who have previously won regular season and Super Bowl MVPs. Here's a look at the regular seasons this year. Mahomes with the edge in yards. He actually had a shot at 5,000, but did not play in the regular season finale because the Chiefs had already wrapped up the 1 seed in the AFC. Now, Brady with the edge in touchdowns. His 40 touchdowns is 2nd in the league this year. Brady also doubled up Mahomes in picks. Now, this will be the 5th all-time meeting between these two guys. They have split the first 4. Now, Chiefs fans all across the country will be tuning in Sunday, hoping to see their team bring home the Lombardi Trophy. Now, one fan in Carthage has seen a lot of Chiefs football, but she's hoping Sunday she can see them do something they've never done and win back-to-back titles. Helen Hubbard has been a Chiefs fan for a while.
I was a Chiefs fan when they won their first Super Bowl 50 years ago.
I don't even recall if we had a color TV back then. It might have even been black and white.
She's been a part of the kingdom through the ups and the downs.
Well, I've enjoyed most of it, especially when they're winning.
Hubbard turned 101 years old last month. She lives at St. Luke's in Carthage and will be watching on Sunday with mostly people rooting for the same team.
There's some weird people. Yeah, they really are. There's the Raider fan, the Bronco fan that keeps giving me trouble. She comes in with her Raider stuff on. Her Raider shirts, it says whatever number, who cares?
While she will be cheering for Kansas City, Hubbard knows after a 50-year drought, just seeing her team in the big game is a big deal, win or lose.
I just hope everybody appreciates what the game is. It's a game. It's not life or death to anybody but the players. And so I just hope it's a good game and nobody gets hurt badly. I'll only be hurt if they lose.
Hubbard says she doesn't know how things will go at the Super Bowl party on Sunday, but she knows 2 things for sure. She's going to eat and root for the Chiefs. She's great, huh? And when the teams finally get on the field Sunday, we're going to have a few guys out there who used to play right here in the 4 states. Former NEO running back Darwin Thompson will be out there for the Chiefs. Thompson was the Southwest Conference Offensive MVP for the Norsemen in 2017. On the other side, for Tampa Bay, these 2 guys were actually teammates at Fort Scott Community College. Now, they're teammates for the Bucs, linebacker Lavonte David and defensive end Jason Pierre-Paul. We're joined now by a guy who played with Lavonte David and Jason Pierre-Paul, Zach Dickey, 2011 National Championship quarterback for the Pittsburgh State Gorillas. Zach, first off, I want to say thank you for joining us. We're going to get right into it. First off, what's it like to see, your former teammates, your brothers, get to play on the biggest stage in all of football?
Oh yeah, extremely happy for him. I have to admit, I was cheering for JB as well last week. But yeah, they both Jason Pierre-Paul and Lavonte David, they have wonderful stories, and if you've ever had the chance to meet those guys, you know where I'm coming from, and that you believe that get everything that they're deserving, that they get everything that they deserve in playing in this game. And I'm definitely pulling for both of them, and think about them often and always enjoy watching them.
Obviously, you've lined up against these guys in practice, so that kind of gives you kind of the vantage point that Patrick Mahomes is going to be seeing on Sunday. First off, this is kind of a two-part question. What was it like to practice against those guys at Fort Scott Community College, and kind of what makes them so good on that side of the ball?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I think Jason Pierre-Paul's I think he's what was he 6'5", 6'6", and the guy can do backflips at will. So there aren't too many people in the world that can do that, and so. At the end of practice, that guy would do backflips after we'd run sprints, and it was kind of his thing. He wasn't showboating; he was just playing around. He was having fun. He was from Haiti. He just enjoyed having the opportunity, and so those guys were workers too. And as far as Levante goes, I always have a pretty cool story on him, in that he wasn't even set to start that year. We found out that the starter wasn't going to play, and everyone was kind of like, well, dang it, we got a second stringer in there, and he had a great game, and then the rest is history, and he became one of the best linebackers in the country.
I want to ask you now, last question here. I want to kind of put you on the spot here. When it comes down to Sunday, how are you going to be rooting? You're right here in Chiefs country, but at the same time, you're seeing two of your former teammates playing on the other side. Who's the Dickey household rooting for on Sunday?
I need to take a stand. You're right. I'll take a stand. I'm pulling for Jason Pierre-Paul and Levante David. There's no questions about it, of course. So
I don't think anybody's going to fault you for that, man. You went to battle with them. You've been teammates with them. I don't think anybody's going to fault you, but I certainly thank you for taking the time to visit with us. I know you're going to be watching like Sunday. Appreciate your time, man.
Sure, of course. Well, thanks for having me on, and everyone appreciates what you do, and thanks for keeping us in the know.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. We'll be right back.